What's up?
Walk that way. No, it's right there.
Why?
We're leaving. 6 o'clock. 6. For the first year. I had a goalie battle. And I couldn't show him how to shoot. And we worked on it. We found out other numbers. Might not be the proper most best way for it to work. I should have had it. So, anyway.
Well, that's close.
Yeah.
Barrie's Field plays all the games down in everywhere else.
So Aurelia, it's not even Barrie. That's the problem. I didn't want to go all the way to Aurelia. Well, good evening, everybody. This is Broadcasting with Brew, and this is a different one tonight as we're going to see some U13 boys play today. It's the Barrie Bombers and the Midland Titans, and they're going to battle out, I think, as this might be their last home game of the season for sure. No, not quite. Getting one more after this. Okay, so we're getting there. But the down low on this one might be a tough match for these Barrie boys, this Midland team, but see if they can come out and get something going today. For those that are watching, I'll do my best with names. I've been working on it for the last little bit, and I will try and get names down pat by the end of the game. So if I don't know a name, I'll definitely call their number. So should be interesting to see at this level. I've only usually I do U17 girls this year and U22. My girls have come up from U15 up, so I've yet to venture far from there anyway.
You're here on the 23rd kid.
Oh, are we? Possibly.
I'm here on the 24th.
Well, I know we're in Owen Sound on the 25th. 25th, we're heading to like Owen Sound to play then. It's a Friday night.
Good luck.
They'll be fine. Once they figured out to shadow the number 3, she scored like 9% of the goals. Excuse me. All right.
Yeah.
Well, as we get started here, looks like starting lineup's going to be Bryce and 11. We've got 14 is Jesse on the draw. We've got Riley is 13, and number 3, I think, on the far side there is Ashton. I can't see the other one we got out there, but both teams are getting excited with the sticks, and here we go. On the draw, Jesse with a good pull and grab by Jesse, and he comes up away with it heading into the zone. Running in through the Midland players, a bit of a bump there, throwing a bit of an underhand sauce to a partner, and we don't get it as here comes Midland the other way, racing away with Bryce right in chase. Number 6 of Midland racing ahead, right on Ryder, and he gets him on the far side. Just barely missed the leg there, Ryder. Close one. And with that, the Midland strike quick and early. Barrie started out well, won the draw, got in the zone. Just couldn't quite hang on to it. Up on the draw now we have Isaac. Ball is set. And on a draw, Midland's coming away with that one as they're coming wide to the close side boards. Isaac right on top of him, slowing him down, so Midland slows up and gets set at the top. As they pass around the top, faking a couple spots here. They're in and out of the house. Almost intercepted there by 16, which is Boston. As he's chasing the ball, knocks it loose. And that one there picked up by Braden. He's trying to spin his way out of there, but that looks like it might be a high hit. And I think we're seeing a high stick call come here on Midland. And Barrie's going to go to the power play for the first time. And maybe they can tie up the game on it here. Well, we've got Braden with the ball. He's carrying it up and in. On his left, he's got Boston. He goes to his right to, I think that's Isaac over there. Isaac looking, faking around top, looking for another pass. They're giving him the center lane there. If he passes low to the crease side for 6. And, that's Emery there. He had a nice shot on net. Picked up another ball there as Boston tried to get a shot off. Shot clock's ticking though, so you got to get it on net. Hurry. Not quite, and he flips it in behind the net. That underhander there must have hit a player in front. He's busy checking a name. Isaac pressuring up at the top as Midland moves it up to the close side. Now they're mid-floor, being chased by Boston. Nope, not Boston. That's Tyler. As Midland goes around the back of the net, Barrie gets set up in their house, and Midland's slowing down the outside. They have the penalty, so they're going to take their time. As 10 tries to spin through there, Tyler gives him a good shot, and so is Braden as they're trying to double team him and knock that ball loose. That's it, and he's going to sit tight, give him some shots there. That's it, Braden. Nice and hard to the shoulders. You get the ball now. And we've got under a minute left in the penalty. Power play, I guess, for us. Ooh, that was a close one coming around the crease there as he flips it up for Bryce. Bryce is running it hard. Looks like he must play some extra field there with that, looks like Team O hat. He passes over for 14, which is Jesse. Jesse went for a shot to the net. Goalie makes a save. Midland has it in behind the net as they try and race out. They went in and out of the crease, and that's going to give Barrie the ball right back. 20 seconds left in the penalty. Barrie's still looking to get one through the goalie. On the far side, Barrie back to the side to number 8. That is Declan. Declan finding a pass to Jesse. Jesse on the far side to number 9, but that gets intercepted. And right now, Midland looking for a long pass up. And they have players in behind, but it's bouncing. Nobody caught it. And looks like, I think that's Declan's going to get ahead of it first. Bodying out his player. The ball is loose at the crease, and it bounces in. But they're going to call him for an in and out. So Midland's getting the ball. Penalty is over. Barrie couldn't quite get anything there, but they had a couple of good opportunities. Midland with a pass across top. Missed there. Battling for with a bouncing ball. Looks like that's Jesse comes up with it. As he spins back for some space. He's looking up floor. He sends a roller pass. Don't see that at the girls' age anyway, but nice quick move to get under his opponent's stick. Picked up there by, I think that's Gordy. Gordy with a pass inside middle for Declan. Declan over to, I think that's Isaac. Isaac with the shot, and he scores! As Barrie finds one and ties up the game, making it 1-1. Nice good passing there at the top, and Isaac takes a chance, steps right in, and puts one through. 10-10 left in the period. Barrie has a bit of fire going here as Isaac lines up for the draw. And on that, when he slides it out, tries to sweep it back the other way. Nobody there but Midland, and they pick it up and are coming into our zone. Midland slowing it down as they're going to get themselves spread out and finishing a bit of a change there. Pass to the far side. Ball's loose. Nobody's chasing on Barrie. They're going to let him work that clock down and keep him outside. There's a pass across and a quick shot. That's a save by Ryder right there. And it's into the corner as Boston's trying to pick it up. They're batting it away. A little help there from Riley. And it's loose, but Midland picks it right back up. Coming around the top, number 13 of Midland. He passes back to their 18. And he comes across to this side. That's nice pressure up top by Boston, but he gets slipped. Coming into the middle, shot wide by Midland. Big bounce, and Boston picks it up. But he takes a high one into the neck. And Midland's going to find themselves in penalty trouble again here as they get a little too aggressive. 13 there. That's Riley got bumped off the ball and regains it. He slaps pass up there down the floor. And looks like Bryce is in a race for it in behind the net. But the goalie tried to grab it, but didn't quite. Bryce has it now. 10 seconds left on shot clock. He's got to find a chance to get a reset there. And he's tied up pretty good by Midland players. And he runs out of time here. And buzzer goes. That's shot clock. But there's a penalty as the refs are pointing to a player. And they're calling him over. There's the 2 minutes for high sticking. Well, with 8.5 left in the first period, Midland goes on the penalty kill for a second time, and Barrie has a chance to try and jump ahead with a lead. Here comes Braden carrying it in. Goes to his far side. Then he coming across the top is Isaac. He was looking to pass low to the crease for Tyler. Tyler ends up missing it. Isaac picks it up low. He has to back off as he takes a bump from Midland. It's loose in the corner. Tyler there to help him out. Loses his stick, though. And there is Braden was trying to help out, and he does. He ties up his player, knocks it loose, but Midland gets squished by 3 and still comes out, but loses the ball. Jesse has it now as he's trying to go towards the net. He loses his stick and falls down, and the ball's into the corner. Midland carrying in behind the net, and now coming out. Pass into the middle is missed. Off the bench, picked up by Max. Now Max coming around quick down the middle. He's got one on his tail, though. No shot there. He holds up, lets his players get set up. Minute left in the power play. Pass right into the middle, grabbed high by Braden. Can't get down and get a shot, but Bryce picks up the loose one on the far side. Bryce taking his time assessing the situation now. Nobody's moving through the house yet, so we're going to do a bit of passing around the top. Braden's got the ball. Bryce gives him a pick. Braden doesn't go that way, though. Fakes, goes down low, putting it on net, trying to get a reset, and that misses and goes wide. Midland with the ball. 40 seconds left in their penalty as they're carrying it up the floor. Nice chop there by Jesse, but Midland slips through. Some handy switching of his hands. And Midland carrying on the far side now as they're winding their clock down to get that player out of the box. Barrie's calling for pressure as we got the extra man. There's Bryce down there with the Max as they're working the boards. Oh, he slips right between them as Midland player coming out, but he runs out of time with a shot clock. And Barrie's going to get the ball right back. Max carrying it up as the rest of his line changes. Throws a bit of a bounce pass. Penalty is over. Back to 5-on-5. So Declan holds up. Oh, went to pass across. Came out the back of his stick. Take your time. Easy. There we go. A little bit low pass there to Boston. But in the corner, Isaac trying to get it. Now here's Boston. Tries it. Oh, that's a nice shoulder on the boards. But the Midland player slips through. Trying to get possession still. He didn't quite have it. And the Barrie player ran into him. That's Mason, and that's going to be a ball for Midland instead. Midland with a pass across to the far side. As they come back to 15. He looks into a kind of a crease player coming up around high. That's missed. Looks like we got some trouble in the house there as Boston got a little too aggressive knocking his player over. And that's going to give Midland the ball right back. And with a fresh reset to boot. Isaac with a nice shove there. Cross pass for the crease. There's a nice hug of the post by Ryder as he makes the save on a wide open Midland player. Boston down behind the net looking for a pass up. There he shoots one up to 12, which is Gordy. Gordy picked that up nicely. Gordy trying to look for somebody, but someone's coming up behind him, so he's got to move it or get moving. Midland player's right on him. He finds a lane. He's got a bit of a room to the net. But it looks like a bit of an overzealous play there by 13, Riley, as he was trying to help out his teammate, and his stick got up into the head, and now Barrie's going to find themselves on the penalty kill, and Midland's going to be looking to strike for a lead here. Pretty good action so far, back and forth. Been a good game. Barrie seems to be kind of right in it here, so got to keep fighting hard. Midland going to the far side. They work it back slowly. They're going to get their play set up. Barrie's got their sticks up, trying to cover all the pass lanes they can. Midland back to the top. 16 winds up and shoots, and it's off a body and over the net. And Barrie can't quite intercept that pass there. Another shot wide of the net, and this time it's going to bounce through again. Unfortunately, Midland gets it again. And that time they hit the goalie. Ball's live as Riley. That one is Jesse. Carries it around, one-handing it, trying to get away from his teammates. He's going to run out of time. You got to get rid of it. And they called too many men there? We must not have had one off the bench yet, so we're on the bench as Barrie got called with a too many men call. Midland making their changes here, getting set up. They've got a minute left in their power play as Barrie's held them off so far. Pass across to a player coming through. Passing, tried to come right back, but that's picked up by Braden. He's going to try and find a hole to get out of there, and he does. He gets up to center. There's a high shot. Nice block with his stick. He's running out of time, though. He's got to get over that line. Bit of trouble right there, but he spins right through and off of it. Loses it there, and he's trying to battle, but Midland does get it now as they're racing away, but Barrie was back in time to get man-on-man coverage. As Midland turns away from the house, they let their lines get set up. They pass to the top. 22, pass to the far side. There's a shot, and that's saved by Ryder. Oh, no. Oh, I thought that was going to go in. It came up off the boards and off his back and just wide of the net, thankfully. Man, that's a nightmare for a goalie. And here comes, is that Boston or Emery? That's Emery coming up with the ball. I think he ran out of time as he didn't get out quick enough. 3 seconds left on the penalty. Barrie's going to kill it off here. We just got to get back in the zone and get our defensive coverage. Midland throwing it around, missing the pass there as Barrie's able to get Riley back into the play. And here's Midland on the far side. Pass back to the top. 18 with the shot. That goes just wide. 10 seconds on the shot clock, so they're going to be rushing to shoot here. There's another shot, and as Ryder spread the legs across, I think it might have caught a bit of his shin, and it goes in between, though. And with that, Midland takes the lead now 2-1 with 2 minutes left in the first. Look. A little bit of side coaching here, talking to the parents. The goalie needs to step out just a touch. You got this. Come on, Ryder. You're doing well. Help them out, guys. Midland wins that draw as they're going to come up into the mid-floor. They're working their way into the zone. Slowly getting set up as their players finish their change. On the far side, looks like he's thought about shooting. Now he's passing low to his crease player. Passing back up. There's the shot coming, and they find another hole through. I'm not sure if that went in on the far side, so I think Dad there trying to tell Ryder, move out, bud. That net is big. You're just little at this age, but one of these days you'll grow and you'll get there and cover that whole thing, no problem. But today, step up. Get out there. Cut that angle off. And as for us players out there, let's not give them those shots. Boys, step up on them and make it difficult for them to get those shots. And Barrie gets a ball as a missed draw there by Midland. So here comes Jesse with the ball passing up for Gordy. No, it was Gordy, yeah. And Gordy passed in. Now there's a nice little side shot by Riley off the goalie, and in behind the net is picked up by Jesse. He's dodging his check there, and now he loses the ball, but it's still loose in behind. Midland picking it up, and now they're coming away with it. And they're looking for maybe a long pass. They've got a bit of lead, but he keeps dropping the ball in his cradle and picking it up at least. And here comes Midland in again. 19 driving through the middle. Shot looks like it caught a leg. And as Ryder tried to turn and knock it away, it still got in the net. And with that, Barrie, last couple minutes, Barrie loses a tight game. And it becomes a 4-1. Loses having a tight game. It's not over yet. We still got 2 more periods here. And Barrie's going to have to find a way to battle back and get some more shots and keep them out of our house. Got to step up, too. Keep them out of there. Oh, U13, sorry. Oh, I could think it was U9, but yeah.
Actually, the day after.
My kids don't listen to stories, right? Like,
You gotta see him coach. Yeah, man, he's playing amazing.
I'll get it. Hopefully this is Oh, okay.
I'm afraid that man guns are yelling.
Did they all cry? Yeah.
Stand up straight, pull their heads out of the are all year old this year.
Also, they're
Parents
better.
are
Yeah, when you're on the floor, play hard. Like I told the girls when they start up, they signed up for the same rules that you play. They are going to come at you hard, so you might as well work them hard too. They'll respect you more. Right?
As I told them, I don't care if it's my best friend in the other team.
Yeah.
I step on the floor for lacrosse, he's not my best friend.
Yeah. Warriors on the floor, friends off the floor. That's how it is. That's the name of the sport, and my sport I loved was rugby, which was very similar to that. I was just having a side chat there. This is the type of sport that there is no friends on the other teams, not when you're out on the floor. You go out there, you play hard, they play by the same rules, and in the end, they'll probably respect you better for that if you play hard. So when you're off the floor, when you're older, then you can have the beers. So anyway, here comes our second period, and Barrie needs to get out of this hole that they're in. Off the draw, nice pickup by Braden. He slides out to the far side, and he comes back across with a pass to Boston. Boston walking it in, letting his team get set up. Looks like Braden's making a quick change. Oh, there's a pass in the middle. Isaac didn't have the ball, but when he got hit, he did get it right back, though. So no call on that play. Midland playing a bit of a high pressure. Isaac tried to throw a pass through. It got blocked, picked up by Declan. And Declan's looking for another pass through, throwing one wide of the net as the shot clock's winding down. Midland gets it. And here they come up the close side boards. 19 dodging through, finding a lead pass for 11. They've got advantage in numbers. Shot on. Ryder makes the save as he goes down, but it looks like Barrie's got themselves in penalty trouble here. As I think that's Declan coming in here. Yep. Declan coming in, missed what the call was, but did you see what the call was on that?
Hey ref, what's the call? What was it? High stick.
High sticking. That's generally what they've been all day, but so a little bit of a high check there and got him in the head. So with that, Midlands find themselves on a power play, looking to extend their 3-goal lead as it is. Barrie, you've killed one before, got to kill. Nice save there by Ryder as he gets the body out, knocking the ball to the side. Midland picks up the loose one. High pass to the top. Midland back down into the close side. 13 looking, nobody moving through the house. 13 trying to shoot, but Barrie stepping up. Isaac is incoming. Is Midland into the house a bit there and takes a shot, and that one ends up in the net. And with that, Midland scores their 5th goal and another power play goal to give them a 4-goal lead. Well, just don't give up. Keep going hard. Here's Jesse on the draw. Jesse ends up winning that one. Has a bit of a lane through. If he can get around, tries to run over the Midland player. Runs into a bit of trouble there. Ends up backing out to the top so his line can get set up. Looking for somebody. That house is so open in the middle. Somebody get in there. Passing to the far side for Bryce. Bryce coming back to the top. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Midland is playing very high and outside the house. Gordy with the ball, passing down for Beckett. Beckett can't quite grab it. Now he has it. He's in behind. 2 seconds, they'll go off the goalie. Runs out of time. We got to get some house movement there. There was all kinds of room there, and they're playing us out high pressure now. So don't let them own the floor, not the whole floor. Here comes Midland up the close side boards. Gordy sticking right with them. And Midland slows up, finds a pass back for another player. As number 11 works his way in and Midland finishes their change. They pass back to the top, over to the far side. Here comes a player coming in through the house. And not even a touch of a stick. Come on, boys. Get a stick on him. There's a low shot off the post. Bouncing to the other side. That's Riley picking it up on the far side, and he's coming around for a run. Sees a pass up for Bryce. It's just off of his reach, and Midland's going to come back the other way. Midland slowing it down as they're going to make a few changes. He's chased there by Emery, though. And Midland dodges that and then finds his pass. Fake shot at the top with a stomp, trying to get somebody to react. There's a pass into the house, picked off by Jesse. Jesse's got a gauntlet to run through. He's getting around him, though. He's got a bit of speed, and he can get ahead of him. There's a shot from behind. That takes him right down, though. And that's going to be a penalty for Midland as they're going to go to the box for that one. And Barrie's going to get a power play opportunity here and see if they can get another one on the board. That's a 4-minute there for number 6 is hit from behind. So Barrie gets a little bit of extra time here to find a goal, maybe 2. Isaac with the ball, carrying it up now. He's got Braden on his right. He winds up, nothing there, goes to his far side. And that is Boston over there, I believe. Yep. So Boston has it now. A bit of pressure on the house from our boys. Shot on net by Boston. Goalie with the save. Midland picking it up out front. Emery right on him. Now Boston on him as they flip it down the floor as Midland has 2 players ahead of us. And off the boards it bounces. Picked up. Nice save by Ryder as he kicks the leg out. Isaac picks up that long rebound. He's running all the way back in the zone. There's another shot a little from behind it looked, but no call. And Midland fires back up to their player that was slow getting back, and he's got a breakaway a bit. Emery chasing in. There's another shot on net and save. Couldn't tell if it was the post or leg, but I'll give it to Ryder. I think it was off his leg. And here coming back the other way, Barrie trying to get it up floor. Boston now has it. We're down to 3 minutes on penalty time left for our power play. Pass in the middle for Gordy. Gordy looking far side. He picks over for Mason. Mason at the side, looking back to the top for Gordy. Gordy with the ball, backing up. He's got to wait for another teammate. Faking across there. Now he hits him as Declan's got the ball. Down to Mason. Mason turns, he fires one there, and it's just why the net shot clock's ticking down, though. And with that, Midland's going to get the ball right back. Declan almost tomahawked the ref's hand. I don't think that would have got him any favors. Gordy right on the ball carrier, 13 in Midland, trying to get it. He's looking for somebody to help him and double team. But we don't even have our 5th player out there yet, so we can't. We're man on. 2:17 left in the penalty. Midland slipping through, coming into the house. 13 trying to drive in, and he shoots far side just around Ryder there, and Midland gets a shorthanded to make it 6-1. Barrie's still struggling. We're just not getting as many shots like we did in the first there. Defensively, Midland's just kind of running a bit through our house here. From what I have learned, they are a bit of a year older team. A lot of these U13 players are not the oldest of that age group, so lots of development available left for this team here. And what I'm seeing so far is really good anyway. On the draw. That's tied up and trapped, I guess, there by Midland, so that's going to give Barrie the ball as Jesse essentially wins that draw. Jesse carrying it in. Pass over for Isaac. Isaac at the top. He's got our 1 goal so far. Winds up her fake back to Jesse. Jesse from behind the leg swinger hits a post, bounces off the ref. Isaac picks it up. Well, maybe it wasn't a post. Maybe it was just the back of the net. Coming around the top, Isaac shoots, trying for top corner. Again, must have just fully missed the net. And there, Milton. Midland has it. They're trying to run back. And it looks like Barrie's going to get themselves a penalty here from a push from behind as Midland player moves down. Oh, looks like number 10 gets a high stick, so it looks like there might be penalties going both ways. Oh, nope, just here. Let's see. 2 blue with a high stick. Sorry. I thought he said 10. The only person I saw 10 was the ball carrier. And with that, Midland goes on to, well, it's still 4-on-4 for 30 seconds, and then Midland will be back on the power play. Midland carries ball to the far side. Slowly setting up. They got a few house runners in there. Pass back to the top, fakes a bit of an underhander. Back to the far side. Barrie trying to hold their house and hold their players. There's a pick by 12, shot by 4. That goes wide. Big bounce. Picked up again by Midland, though. And they pass back to the far side. They must not have hit the net. So there's one. It's wide again. Shot clock's about done. And there it is. And Barrie's going to get possession right back. Braden has the ball. Far side pass picked up by, I think that's Boston over there. Boston back to Braden. Braden looks for a shot on net. Goalie with the save. Hit him off the mask, though, and that's going to give Midland the ball. Midland. Bit of a quick check there with the ref for the ball to get the play set. And here comes Midland back the other way. Number 10 carrying it up. Midland finishing their change. Pass to the far side. Back up to the top. Back to the far side. Midland playing some give and go catch there. Pass to a crease player wide open. Ryder with a big arm save there, knocking it to the side. And Midland picks it up again though, as they're continuing their attack from the top. Back and forth. All on the far side. There you got some house players in there just sitting there. Somebody put a stick on him. They're looking at that 10. He tried to grab it, couldn't. Loose ball, bouncing, but Midland comes away with it again. 10 seconds of shot clock. 10 winds up, and wow, it's a power shot, but it misses the net and goes bouncing down the floor. Shot clock ticking as they're down to 4 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and oh, that's too late. That ball is going to come right back down here. At least it should. Yeah. Well, they didn't give it to us back in the zone. Sorry. So goalie for Gordy. It's missed, though. Here comes Midland with the ball pickup, driving in on the net. And I'm not sure what that happened there with that shot, but it ends up going in. I don't know if he lost it. It just bounced funny. Caught Ryder off guard, and with that, Midland scores one. Kind of surprised the ball didn't come all the way back down into the Midland end. I mean, it was after the buzzer when he threw that. I know if I watch my girls play, they always bring the ball right back down to that end. Otherwise, you'd have everybody whipping balls after buzzers because it doesn't matter.
Come on, Bombers!
4 minutes left in this second period. Bombers are up in dire trouble here with the 6-goal deficit. Off the draw, nicely picked up by Declan. Declan's got a bit of a lane towards the net. He's driving for it, but he's pushed away by Midland. Can't get his shot. Now looking for a pass option. At this point in the game, you almost got to just start rushing some shots, in my opinion. If you got a half a chance, even go for it before they can get set up. There's a nice pick for Bryce, trying to help out Declan, but he's running into trouble. Declan finally gets a pass off over to Gordy. 7 seconds. Gordy finding one down to the far side for Riley, but it's missed and bouncing across the crease. And there at the buzzer, Midland's going to get the ball in the corner. Midland carrying it up on the close side here. He's looking at his bench for his fresh players. There's a nice shot by Declan as he finishes his check. Mid has to get back in the zone, though, as Midland gets set up in our end. They're carrying it around. Close side here. They go back to the top for 15. 15 to the far side. Them green shoes passing down low, missed, and it bounces just wide. Picked up by Jesse. No, Riley. I knew I was mixing that up. That's why I just did a double check myself. Here comes Riley carrying up the floor. He just takes a bit of a shot, squeezed out on the boards, loses it. Midland player's going to get it right back. Riley, oh, that is a missed tomahawk. I didn't quite have the camera move, but it was a full-on right to the top of the head. That one there got the stick, and unfortunately Riley's going to go to the box for a high stick, and they're going to give him a 5-minute one. Ooh. That is a rough one there for Barrie to take. 5 minutes for high sticking. Got to be in control when you're going to tomahawk. That one's going to hurt. So, but maybe it won't. Maybe defensively we'll get it out of here. Here comes Midland into the zone. 13 close side. Both Midland players squeezing in the house, taking some pressure. Missed pass at the top. Jesse picks that one up. He's trying to slip away. He's under pressure, but he finds a bit of a lane. Nice one-handed hold. He's got to get over the line, though. Move the ball. Switching hand. He passes it into the zone, finding Bryce. As he makes the time frame, Bryce pulls back. Watch those lines. He comes across the top now, looking for somebody or something. He's just going to kill as much time as he can here. Unfortunately, in a game when you're down as much as you are, you need to get as much shots you can. So Bryce smartly puts it down in the corner as he kills off some shot clock and penalty time. But here comes Midland back the other way. Midland at mid-floor. Number 15 passing down in for 11. I think. Nope, maybe 10. No, it's 11. As they have the ball and they wait for the rest of their line change. Barrie's getting set in their box defensively. 19 slipping into the house with a spin. There's a shot up on the shoulder as 19 is trying to dodge. Midland gets the ball back, pressured at the top by Boston. Boston getting feisty there. And in comes Braden with a shot, the block, and shot was missed, and Barrie gets the ball back as the shot clock goes. 3.5 minutes left in the penalty. Barrie trying to come back. Emery running into a bit of trouble. He's got to get it up floor, though. And there Boston does. It's a wow. I didn't turn in time, but that was a very accurate little underhand shot right to the chest of the goalie. But we can't get possession off of him, and here comes Midland back the other way. 40 seconds left in the second period. Barrie's down 7-1. They must only show a +5 on the scoreboard, so... Midland working it around the close side of the house. Back up here to the side. Now they're moving into the top, and there's a shot. That one's just high over the net as 18 whips one. There goes shot clock. 20 seconds left as Boston picks it up. Might as well get moving. He's looking to fire it down, and underhander down the boards, which is going to bounce all the way to the corner. 6 seconds left in the period. And that's going to end it right there as Midland picks it up, but they won't really get back in the zone in time. Well, there you go. After 2, Midland with a bit of a lead at 7-1. And Barrie needs to do a bit of a gut check here and see if they can find some forward momentum here for this third period. You're good. Well, and that's the buzzer to end our second intermission as we enter this third period. Barrie hopefully had a good chat there and get things rolling. Jesse's on the draw. And it gets tied up, but looks like they're giving it to Barrie, as it looks like maybe Midland must have rolled over the ball. Keep your heads up there, boys. Jesse with the ball, carrying it into the zone. Looking across for a pass. Midland pressuring out pretty big. Finding, Bryce on the far side. Bryce is doing some footwork there, trying to find a lane, trying to find somebody open as we're short-handed. There he finds Jesse. Down on the shot clock. Jesse driving in, puts a shot on net. Not saved by the goalie. It's in his knee. And Midland's going to get the ball right here. Carrying up the floor. Midland coming close sideboards. As they get into the zone, Barrie set back into their spots as well. Jesse a little pressure up high. Extra little stick swat there. And Midland's working it around to the close side here. They got players in the house, but 10 trying to work his way in. Cross crease pass. Shot saved by Ryder as he takes that in the chin piece. And in behind the net coming out is... can't see his number. Well, Mason must have been a little aggressive on that pick there. Got him high-sticked into the head as Max was running up the wall there. Well, with a minute 16 left in our first penalty, Barrie finds company in the box, and they're down by 2 players now. One too many players, maybe? No, I couldn't sure what the coaches were calling for off Midland, but they've got 5 out there, so they're good. Midland passing around, lots of space out there. Barrie trying to stay in some form of a triangle there to just keep the creasers out and work the top if they can. Midland with some passing back and forth, trying to find the best open lane they can, and Barrie's holding tight, keeping sure of their spacing. Nice save by Ryder there off the stick. Picked up side net by Barrie as they're trying to run it out. Well, he gets squished up along the boards, but nice stick work by Isaac to tie up his man so that he can't get to the ball, but looks like Barrie's going to get it here as the Midland player is hooking. Oh, stay out of that crease, and he tiptoes around the crease. Nice job there. Isaac shouldering his way through, controlling that ball, trying to get down the line. Now he's trying to slow it up and use some time. He turns into the boards, takes a bit of a pounding there, trying to hang on to it. Ball does come loose. Gordy's right there trying to get it, but Isaac now has it back. It's loose down to the boards, and now Midland has it, and they're running away with it, but just Boston trying to get back to cover his guy in a 2-on-1 situation. 6 fakes and shoots a high one. Ryder with the save, and 1 penalty is over, and it looks like we actually got a 4-minute or 5-minute for that last one, because there's still 3:30 left on it, so 2 5-minute penalties don't help you at all. Sorry on that turn there. Big bounce there just over Gordy. Midland picking it up on the close side boards, carrying it up the floor. 15 looking as a pass into the house. That's off. Picked up by Tyler. Tyler trying to run it out and loses it a bit there in the cradle. And Midland picking it up as Barrie has to backtrack into defensive mode. Holding at the top. Midland looking for an option. They got one more player coming on. Now that they're set, we'll see if they're going to run some sort of a play here. Couple of players squeezing into the house, trying to come all the way across. Missed catch there. 15 throws one sideways, and it's just past the net. As Midland carries in behind, they're trying to come out quick for one. Off the goalie, but picked up by Jesse. Jesse's got a bit of space, but he's being chased. As he heads up mid-floor, he shoulders into one, loses his stick though. We're going to need some pine tar to hold on to that thing for next game. I think I've seen a couple of them lose their sticks this game here. Midland picking up the ball mid-floor. They retreat back, trying to get their players setting out. 18 to the far side. Player back into the close side. That's missed. It's loose into the corner. Nobody gets it off the bounce. It bounces towards the crease. Barrie players finally see it. Max has it. He tries to get away with it. Can't. Midland picks it right back up. Pass across. Shot. And that one gets in just between the legs before Ryder can shut him. And with that, they go up another goal in the power play. Oh, I can't count all that many stats, Mike. I can count goals and times. I need Fair few. Lots around the net, more than we've shot, that's for sure. So, yeah, I'd need a whole second person here doing, shot counts and running I could run the time if I could on here, but I don't have enough hands to do that. High stick. But it looks like they gave him a 5-minute for high sticking. Declan on the draw, won it briefly. Oh, and then he kicks it ahead. He's chasing it. Midland player picking it up, though, as they curl back around. We got a minute left in the penalty kill for Barrie. Declan trying to stay on his player. Midland pulls up and finds a pass across the floor. And now they're into the zone. Pass back to the close side. Wide open player stepping in on Ryder. Tries a shot, but it goes wide and high, and maybe it was a pass. Pass right back to him from behind. Midland trying to get something here. Side shot saved by Ryder off his pads and picked up there by Emery. Emery going back in behind the net to get some space, but he's got to get it up and over that line. Now he sends it as he's got... who's he got up there? Braden? Yeah, Braden's got the blue sock thing going. He's taking a pounding in there, and as he's spinning, he's holding on to it. It looks like a scrum or a ruck, actually, in rugby, as he's getting shoved everywhere. And Midland getting the ball on the far side. Their player slips, loses their footing, but he regains it. Now Midland's coming back the other way. Boston looking for a hit, but they make the pass first, and here comes Midland up in a 2-on-1. Gordy chasing the ball carrier. There's a fake, though, and he turns, takes a shot. It goes wide of the net as it's coming up the close side here. Midland intercepts it as Boston thought it was going to be a bigger bounce, I think. Midland going in behind the net, running out of time on the shot clock, down to 3 seconds. Pass quick to the far side, stepping in, not in time. Shot clock is definitely gone before that shot was off on that one. What's that? Not like Sunday's game, no. And a big pass up there right to Jesse. Jesse has the ball. He's got a player run into the house, but now he takes the run for himself. Tries to find a lane, turns and shoots a side one nice and hard, but just wide. As it bounces back, there's Max picking that one up. Passing back to Jesse. Jesse's looking to throw another one through some traffic here. He finds one to the top. Now overhand. That's a save by the goalie. Oh, there's another quick pickup by Emery. Just missed that hole there, though, as Barrie's still battling here. Emery with some nice stick work and checking. Knocks it loose. Picks up the loose ball. He's trying to get to the front. Oh, and he gets into... Oh, he gets clipped from the blind side and a little high, and he's down. They're going to have to blow this down right now and call for help as Emery went down a bit hard. So hopefully just winded. Looks like that could be the case as he's already getting up of his own accord. He's on his knees, but something there is bugging him, obviously. Yeah, the player, it looked like a football hit guy coming through and clipped him, so caught them all in the head, so maybe that's where the issue is. But it's a fast-moving play, so obviously the refs didn't really see anything on that one. And some good work, and then that last play there, Emery, nice stick check, nice try, nice run of the net. So hopefully he can catch his breath and that he's okay. He'll be back at her in no time. Well, with that, we're going to line up at center here. 7.5 minutes left in the game. Jesse lining up for the draw. And here we go. Jesse with a nice pull over as Midland pulled and missed. Jesse's able to trap and pull it up and pick it up. Here he goes to the pass down in for Gordy. Gordy takes a heavy hit. Still has the ball, though, as he gets back onto his feet and loses his check. Nice there, pick by Beckett. Here comes Jesse with a shot. It goes just wide. And it's off of the far side there. Trying to see who has it. Not sure, but Midland's definitely coming back the other way with it now as they have a breakaway. But Jesse's in chase. Midland player taking a bit of a quicker run. Ryder gets a bit of a leg out there, sending it a bit wide. Midland picking it up here on the far side boards. Midland with a pass to the top. And they're going to work it back and forth to the top. Looking down the close side. There's the pass down. Under 10 seconds shot clock. Back to the top. 12 looking to whip one. It's wide of the net. Picked up right in front by their teammate, though. And there's a good reset. But Declan's trying to get the ball. Bouncing around their bodies. Beckett's right there, too. And a little too aggressive in the play there. And Barrie gets possession. Here comes Declan trying to run it out. I think that's Declan anyway. Oh, there's a hit. Sets him off balance. Loses it. Is Declan there? He's battling for it. Kind of gripped that stick in his arm there nicely, but Midland has the ball. And Declan and another player having a choice words there. Sorry, that's not Declan. That's Max. That's my bad. Max was the one running it out there. That's Declan right there, though. He's chasing the ball carrier. As they pass the top. Oh, Mason a little bit high on his checks. Just took one into the back of his player's head. And Barrie's going to find himself back in the box. Oh, but there's a goal from the side by Midland. And they're going to add another one to their tally with 5:40 left in the game. Aiming a little bit. Well, Barrie on the draw. Nice one there by Declan picking it up. He's trying to get out of trouble, but he's double teamed. Ball is loose. And Mason comes in a bit aggressive again there when he didn't quite have the ball and takes out a man. Midland with the ball. Coming back up the floor. Here comes number 6 of Midland carrying into the top. Time's down to 4:46, so Midland's got free will at this point, no pressure. It's a big score to come against. Underhander shot missed, and it's going to go all the way back down the floor as the Midland player's chasing it. Held up by the goalie, turns and fires one back. Shot clock's ticking, and they get it all the way down this time, on time. Mason picks up the big bouncing ball, passing it off to Declan there. Declan trying to run it out. Running into a bit of trouble, loses it though. Helping him out is Boston. Boston rolls it down into the corner, in behind the net. Right there for Tyler, if he can grab it. But he gets body checked before he has possession, and that's going to be Barrie ball. Down on the boards, pass out for Braden. Braden has the ball, dodging his first check. Couple fakes there, coming in for a shot, but it gets mauled. And as he gets hit, the ball goes high and over the glass. Braden applying pressure up on the Midland player. He dodges him and comes running through to the mid-floor. Underhand pass, Midland player to 15. But he grabbed it with his hand and fully enclosed, so that's going to give Barrie the ball back. Jesse coming back the other way. Going to one hand to try and slip through, but loses possession of the ball in contact. Midland getting it back now. 3.5 minutes left in the game. And Midland coming up the close side boards. Number 4 faking a slow down and a stutter step there. Loses his defense as Barrie sets up in the house. Pass to the far side into the crease player, but they missed the catch. It's off their leg. Not sure what the whistle was for there, but they blow it again for Barrie as they already had it. Now they're running away with it. And Beckett takes a rough one into the boards, losing it as he got cornered out there. That's something hard to learn, is when you're not going to beat them. They're going to cut the angle. You got to slow up and cut in and get inside. So that's a tough one there. Midland with the ball into the zone. Pressured up high by Jesse. Jesse trying to get that ball knocked loose. Pass to the far side, down low. Midland pass back up high. Now they're shooting from just outside middle there. Underhand shot saved by Ryder. That one's off the pads. Bounce to the far side boards and back to center. Midland picking that up as they're going to re-attack again. Just over 2 minutes left in the game. Pass across to the far side. There's a pick set from the low player. Back to the top for 18. Mishandles it. It's loose. Jesse didn't see it's loose though, and Midland ends up picking it up. Pass across to the crease player. It's missed there. Bouncing in through the crease. But it looks like a Midland player stepped in the crease, so Barrie's going to get the ball. Not sure what happened to the stick there, but he's pointing at it because it flew out of his hand. Maybe Boston must have hit it. Anyway, Boston with a pass up for Mason. Oh, that was unfortunate. That stick was up a bit high when he was trying to swat the ball, and I think a kid took the brunt of that one in the head, but no call on the high stick there. And Midland coming back in the zone. Pass to the far side. Pass back to the top. Wide open 18. He fires one. Saved by Ryder as he blocks that one. I think he stepped out of the house a couple inches there. Well, not house, his crease. Stepped up a bit. And there's a pass up to the far side. Braden's got a bit of a one-on-one with a trailer. Keeps checking behind him. Tries to spin through them. And it looks like we got some funny business happening in behind here, as I think Declan and a player were kind of fighting it out. So the change of possession. Here come mid-floor. Watch our high sticks, boys. Almost done. Last minute of play in the third period. And Midland has control of the ball at the top. Pass to the far side. Player just coming off the bench. Back into 18. Underhand long pass to the corner side, far side. Back to the top. Midland working the ball around. Working all that time down. 5-second shot clock. That missed the goalie in a big bounce, but on the rebound, they pick it up and hit the goalie, this time with Ryder with another save. Boston has it in behind the net, passing up to Gordy. Gordy with a couple of stutter steps there, fancy footwork, trying to find a lane. He doesn't have anything. He passes back for Boston. Boston down low here, carrying it up, 18 seconds left. Barrie the pass across the far side. Back to Boston. 10 seconds. Boston, underhander, roller to the net, saved by the goalie. Midland, under 6 seconds now left in the game. Pass missed up front. Midland just fires it down, and that's going to be the end of the game there. You know, it was a really good first period. Barrie was right in it. It was fairly equal feeling. Bit of penalty trouble. Got him into some tough spots there at the end of the first, and that got them down by a bunch. They just never really quite recovered. So tough one, boys. Get back at her. You got another game coming up, I hear, in Stainer, and against Stainer, and I will see if I can come back for that one. And you guys better give me a better show on that one. I want to see some nice goals and big hits. All right. Anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And till next time, have a good night.
Good job.